Hi, this is Jeanette, PossumCoffee with the Geekly Grind. Basically, I am trying just making a basic just play through the game, like kind of like a let's play, but it'll just be like the first 45 minutes to hour of the game. Basically, I'm doing this because ba I guess it's like the days of YouTube have changed, and I'm not really finding the type of content that I wish I was able to watch that I used to. So I'm just going to make the content that I want to see. And this is kind of where I'm at. So we're going to start off with Mars Attacks. This was a game that Keymailer was nice enough to give me a key from, or key for. I actually didn't quite think that I would get it, but I did. So what Mars Attacks is there was a movie, I want to say it was 1997, called Mars Attacks. That was a bit of a cult classic from that period. I remember my mom really liked it. Um, and this is basically set in the world of Mars Attacks, but you're the Martians and you're raising a human zoo. And it's a kind of cool little simulation game. It's an early access, and it definitely feels like there's a few things that are a little lacking. But again, it's an early access, and I've only played the first like hour and a half or so of the game, so there could be just a lot more that I haven't unlocked yet. Um, And yeah, basically you do a human zoo. This game has a very dark sense of humor. You essentially do experiments on the humans, which is kind of like where you torture them. So if that's something that you're not comfortable with, it's very goofy and cartoony, but I can understand some people being uncomfortable with that. So there's your warning. It is here. I don't mind it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. If I think of anything else, I'll definitely say it, but let's go ahead and get going. So we're gonna look at just playing through the tutorial. And you just have all these goofy splash art on the loading screens of the Martians from the game. Not from the game, from the movie. Ah, you must be the new general manager. It's about time. I've been waiting for you to show up. Welcome to Mars' first ever human-themed tourist attraction. HQ has high hopes for this place. But now that I see you, maybe I'll let them know to temper their expectations. Humans may bring in crowds, but remember, they're slippery creatures. While their enclosed brains may seem small and underdeveloped to us, research has shown them to be surprisingly adaptive. Subterfuge. I did inform the board it would take a cunning mind, experience in business and human relations, but, well, here you are. And basically, the game opens up with showing us how to move around the map. And basics, it's really easy stuff. And then you go into building your first human enclosure. Our first human enclosure is Rome. I already have the American Frontier unlocked because I already played through the tutorial. And when you unlock something in this game, it carries over to your other parks, very much like I want to say this game is like a hybrid between Zoo Tycoon, Two Point Hospital, and a little bit of Prison Architect. It's it's a very it's I really like it. I think it's a very addictive feeling game, especially if for the fact it reminds me of Zoo Tycoon. And Zoo Tycoon is a series that Microsoft has continued to make games, but it's for the most part been abandoned. The newer games do not have the magic that the old games have. And this feels the closest to I can get that Zoo Tycoon experience, even though you're raising humans instead of wild animals. And yes, I know there is that one big zoo game, Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo is not Zoo Tycoon. It is a whole another beast. So when I'm looking for the Zoo Tycoon experience, I'm not going to get that from Planet Zoo. And essentially, what we have to do, we can't just like in Zoo Tycoon, you could open a tab and adopt animals. And this one, we have to actually kidnap our humans. So we start an expedition, and then while we do this, we'll make the park nicer for the guest. Oops. Gonna give them some nice benches to rest at. Kind of don't like putting the benches there because that'd be a great place for some food, but hey, it is what it is. And then kind of replacing the bathrooms, it's kind of weird. You don't want them to be too far out of the way for the guest, but you're going to be building water tanks, and the guests don't actually like to see the water tanks that you hook up the bathrooms and such to. So you kind of have to be a little clever about where you place them. And then, and I'm going to talk about that now. Some buildings require a water generator. So we'll just put this right here. And now we have some humans. The humans don't actually have proper names. You can rename them, like we'll name this one Barrett. I think that's how you spell them from Final Fantasy. So yeah, Barrett. We'll make this one. Oh, Jesus. We'll make her Aerith. I would keep in mind that when naming the humans, you're going to be torturing them, probably. So probably not like you're, but don't want to name off after people that would be really uncomfortable with, I guess. I don't know. Just depends on what's his sense of humor. So we're going to see what Barrett needs. He's hungry. And this is kind of goofy. Um, they have feeding troughs or troughs, however you say it. And they eat out of them like they are an animal. Like they get on all fours and eat the food. It's kind of funny. It's kind of weird, but it's like weird funny. And we're just gonna wait. And basically explaining that for our food we have to have a storehouse, and then we need to hire a porter. So one thing that's, I mean, it's generally kind of a good overview in these type of games, but don't go too gung ho hiring staff because they're kind of expensive. I kind of, first time I played, I hired way too much staff, and I was like, why don't I have any money? And now we're opening up. And of course, just want to want to have some donation boxes so we can make money off the guest. I mean, they buy stuff in the park and they buy tickets, but if they want to give us a little extra, who are we to turn that down? And now we wait for them to pay us. This is the experiments. So to do an experiment, you gotta build a research lab in this nice little enclosure. Be in the corner here. And then we want to hire a scientist. Again, you don't want to go too gung ho. And like keep in mind how much the scientists, they all have perks and bonuses. Like I'm gonna hire this one even though it's expensive because he has a because Maklar Aklar increases chemistry research points by 20%. So that's actually kind of good. And then before the building's built, you can still go ahead and assign the staff. And basically, different things provide different points. So we're going to do durability testing, which is where little robots grab the people and twist them. They're basically testing how durable they are. They never seem to, like, this would kill a normal person, but they never seem too worse for wear afterwards. So we're going to unlock bouncing bugs. I don't think I would like to ride bouncing bugs, though. It looks like I would get motion sick. Where's the rides? Oh, that's rides is over here. That's just him telling us that we need to hire some janitors. Should have paid attention to that because he's kind of expensive to hire. So janitors are very, I haven't quite worked out what the best ratio for janitors is, but janitors are very important to keeping the park clean and well maintained. And this guy is pretty good because he walks 20% faster. Now, if he was $1,000 and there was no perks to him, um, you, this is the con to having him. When they're red, it's a bad trait. When they're green, it's a good trait. I'm gonna hire him because we're not gonna be using any workshop items in this, so. And then condition, let's see, everything's in great shape. And you can check how happy the guests are. Overall happiness, 80%. Not too bad. Should probably get some food and some thirst. And then if they want to buy a map, they can. Gotta hire staff for them. Staff hire. Again, pretty good trait. I don't know, the first time I played, I was not really getting any good characters. And then this time I'm playing, they're doing much better. Like they all decreased the beauty, and then all my visitors were angry because the park was ugly. Which, to be fair, it was pretty ugly. I'm not very good at interior decorating, but also I had too many staff who was like, um, just brought down the beauty. Staff. And we need to hire someone. Staff. And over time, you'll get more staff. Like, for example, there's no candidates I want to use there, but our map can wait to open. And then we'll assign the porter there. Some pretty reasonably priced staff. Need to build three types of stall. And we've got the third type. We're just waiting on someone better to come in. So while I do that, we're going to do the acquisition. So I have, so I have some stuff unlocked, and that they will focus on on decor, which makes the exhibits much more pretty and makes the humans happier. But they're expensive. Expeditions are expensive. Experiments are expensive. Um, I I kind of wonder if it's a bit of a balance thing with this, that stuff is a little too overpriced, but maybe I'm just like really bad at the game. I'm not sure which. I'm not super confident in in my ability to discern, but it just feels like everything, like all the really cool stuff, like unlocking the humans and such, feels a tad more expensive than it should be. But also maybe I just did a really crappy job on my first playthrough. So we will just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you can see the size here. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll put a storehouse here. Otherwise, we'll wait till we get humans before we place the storehouse because that we don't want to pay for the humans yet. Let's see if anyone has dropped in. Still no good. Acquisitions. And now they have a little board game they can play. That's so cute. There. You can sit in front of the window where the Martians can see them. And let's see how our research points are going. Probably should do. Oh, they're sitting. Look at them. They're sitting and playing the game. Well, they were until someone decided to do some durability testing on them. So sorry I had to disturb you. It's just for the greater good of science and technology. I'm gonna scout new candidates. There we go. It may seem like a lot, but I think we'll actually save money in the long term with that one. This is just going to show us how to add more space. And it's actually pretty easy compared to how it used to be in games like Zoo Tycoon, where it was a pain if you need to increase your exhibit. But here we can just stretch it out. Probably get more humans, but we gotta wait for our expedition to finish. Probably should get some of their needs met. I probably made this way too big. I'll put the toilet in the corner, two toilets in the corner, so we can just attach the pipes to them. The water thing and attach pipes. And then put Put a shower over here. They got their board game. They don't need a hamster wheel to run in. Oops. See, my nice happy humans. I just spent a bunch of money. That was so expensive. Probably because I made the encounter way too big. Positions, inventory. Got a cowboy. We'll name him Lone Ranger. Oh, I didn't say the name. Lone Ranger. Give me Ziggy Stardust. That's okay. And we'll build a storehouse for them in a second. Looks like it's a little small, so I'll probably make this enclosure. Let's make this enclosure bigger. And maybe place some more donation boxes. Let's see all the ones we're doing, but yeah, we should place some donation boxes. Okay. And then utilities. Um, oh, that's right. We need habitat. There we go. I was looking in the wrong space. Okay. Martian human storehouse. Right next to the food. And then we need to hire staff, hire, sell the condition. Oh, the toilets are in terrible shape. Probably should hire a third janitor at this point. Yeah, we're just going to do this one. We need to build a security center. The security center can hang out here between the two enclosures. Do I do an expedition? I don't want to spend the money, but we'll wait to do expedition. So our donation boxes are doing. There. Let's put some over here. Let's increase the enclosure or increase the path. Increase the path. And donation boxes. Please donate money. Please help us get our humans. How the map place is doing? Okay, doing okay. right, security. And the security is kind of annoying because if I remember right, it needs electricity to run. Yeah. Utility. We're gonna hire him because he'll make. Wait, why are we hiring him? We're not gonna hire him. He's expensive, and I don't need my security buildings to be beautiful. This one I'll hire because they walk fast. And that he's still expensive, even if he has no signing fee. So we're gonna hire this one. And my cat is coming in, and I'm gonna open the door for him real quick, but he's probably gonna meow really sadly. There we go. People need to experiment with our cowboys. Not utilities, facilities. One thing I don't like is that each exhibit requires its own person or own scientist. And if that's wrong, someone correct me because I would like to not have to hire a scientist for each exhibit. There's actually a lot of work and a lot of money that goes into each individual exhibit. For example, to get the correct items, you have to run exhibit these expedition or these abductions, and it costs like $8,000, and then you only get two items. As I said, a lot of the stuff in this feels very expensive. Check for overall happiness 78. I think the park is ugly. I might need to put up a new food place. Yeah. Let's try putting a food place here. And I'll have to hire someone to work it. Oh, I want him for. Oh, that's an attendant we need. Yeah. Yeah, we'll hire. And then staff. Like, there we go. Let's make. Let's bring the money out of these Martians. See how many donation boxes they're doing. So they're actually not doing. Then we'll probably just destroy this one. There we go. People don't seem very interested in the Cowboys. That's okay. I'm gonna do some research on them. And then can I do two experiments? I mean, it'd be hideously expensive, but yeah. And so far in this one, there was only two experiments. You can do durability testing or you can chop off their limbs. They never, they seem no worse for wear after you chop off their limbs, but I kind of would like more variety in the experiments, which again, this is early access, so then we have to conduct 3 experiments. And over here you can see how the experiments are going. So both our experiments completed. It's cool. So that's kind of a way to limit their. So there are ways to limit what size areas they cover, and there's ways to reduce the cost because with the right now they cover the whole park. Acquisitions coming soon. So that's cool. I'll look forward to that, Cherry. So experiments. So right now we just got facilities. Oh, that's awesome. So let's get rid of this one and enclosures. Oops, wrong one. Wrong thing. Maybe I should do it under enclosures. So I actually have no idea how to get the activate that. I can research it, but I don't see how to build one. Oh, there we go. And that one they're hidden now, so it happens automatically. Okay. And that one's a rock now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if the skin tearing, if it's my monitor or if it's a glitch with the game. It's not game breaking, but it is a little annoying. So let us experiment on these guys again. And you can see dismember it requires you to have more scientists and more people in the enclosure. It gives a lot more variety of points and a lot more points, but that's just more money that I want to spend right now. So my humans kind of get off easy in that I'm not experimenting on them a whole lot right now. I just don't want to spend the money. Let me go ahead. That's actually good because for 8,000 you get so it's like 4,000 per piece of decor. And then we also get some upgrades and +8 chemistry research for a raiding party. So let's do a raiding party. Why not? What do I have to lose besides the money? I think at some point we'll be wanting to bring in as many humans as we can. But right now there's just like more responsibility that I'm really interested in. I wonder if I'd make more money if I had more humans though. Is that trash? Oh my gosh, that's trash. You better clean that up. Experiments. There we go. Third experiment, claim reward. And this is a thing we'd already unlocked, but now it's officially unlocked in my playthrough of the tutorial. This ancient Rome overlay really confused me last time because when we one thing I found when I was playing through it yesterday is some mechanics are explained better than others. I definitely appreciate the game kind of forces you to click around and figure things out on your own. But I think I would have liked a little more explanation on where some of the stats and such is hidden. Part of it is just getting used to it, but yeah, as I said, I would have liked a little more info. See how our money is doing. How much money are we hemorrhaging? So wages or a lot of our. So a lot of it is we just gotta slow down how much. I have to not spend any money today and just see if that increases or if I'm hemorrhaging money, or if we have enough. Apparently, we're bringing about 28,000 daily profit. And the guests seem decently happy. One thing I'd also like to see is that these tech trees just get fleshed out a little more. But again, I'm very early in the tech trees. Like there's stuff down here and such that I haven't really got into yet. But it's just that they just feel a little small to me, I guess. Unlock that. We need more research to unlock the trash factor. I should put some trash cans down so there won't be trash on the ground. There we go. Let's put some. See, that helps the trash. Let's see if that makes the park more pretty. And then we can put down some decor. Let's put down a Martian rock here. Maybe they'll like the rocks. Put this here. I don't know what this is. Why are you all walking down? Oh, to go to the restroom. And you know what? We'll put one of these here. Hire someone. Hideously expensive expedition. Ooh, look at all that decor. We get pots. And apparently we can just like disassemble them for fragments. I don't know what that does actually. Kind of like just decorating my exhibits with the items I find. I should figure it out. Ooh, they have a actual Roman themed toilet. We're gonna replace these with that. There we go. Feel more at home, Roman people. Yeah. I what do I pay these janitors for? Flag, flag, flag. Much better. I love this. Plucked from the arid plains of the northern hemisphere, these humans often spend days with only their steed for company. And that is the tutorial level pretty much completed. There's three other maps available with, or at least that are shown in the main menu. I don't know if they're all unlockable in early access, but I guess we'll find out. Anyway, that is our first one. We have a goal to expand the park to attract 80 concurrent guests, so we'll work on that. But I've already done that previously. How many guests do we have right now? We have 69. Nice. We need to get more people in the park. Maybe I'll experiment on these guys a little bit more. Maybe that'll make people come in. Yeah, I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is Jeanette or Possum Coffee with the Geekly Grind. If you want to read our written reviews and coverage, check us out at www.thegeeklygrind.com. I post written reviews there. And yeah, otherwise, this is Mars Attracts. It's on Steam. If you want to see a part two, just let me know. I can make a part two happen. I'm not really expecting anyone to want that, but if they do, I'm willing. And yeah, I had a few complaints, but overall, I think this is a solid start, and I think this game has plenty of potential to turn into something really addictive. And yeah, I never know how to end things, so I'll leave it there. Have a good day. Bye bye.